I think that it should be alarming to anybody when somebody dies in custody.
On Friday, the RCMP arrested and charged Headingley Corrections Officer Robert Morden with the death of Sagkeeng First Nations inmate William Amo back in February of 2021. After the autopsy, the chief medical examiner declared that Amo's death was in fact a homicide. An investigation was launched. Morden has been charged with criminal negligence, causing death, and failing to provide the necessities of life. And to the First Nations community, these charges are a welcome decision.
There was actually a concerted effort. I want to acknowledge the RCMP for their effort in wanting to ensure that there was a transparent and credible process that was set forth. They made every effort to ensure that the family was communicated with, so that they would have an appreciation and understanding as to how the investigation was going to move forward.
Amo's family released a statement Friday echoing Grand Chief Dumas' sentiments, saying, "This has been an incredibly hard time for our family. Knowing that we may see the people who took Will from us held accountable gives us hope. The RCMP has been respectful to our family through this process, and we are grateful for the professional manner that they conducted the investigation and stayed in contact with us." And the Grand Chief is hopeful for the direction these findings point in.
The circumstance is quite unique. It's innovative, and I think it's significant of how things will move forward in the future. The findings of this individual who's being charged with those quite heinous crimes, it'll never bring the individual back, but I think it actually shows that there's a concerted and sincere effort to ensure that investigations are being done in the right way.
While this investigation is steps in the right direction, there is still a long way to go.
When you sort of take a look at the number of people who are dying in custody, in prison settings, and in whether they're provincial or federal, and when you sort of see the trend that over the past 5 years, we've had 25 First Nations people dying in custody, I think that should cause alarm for everybody.
Chief Dumas's hope is that this type of internal investigation can leak into other areas of law enforcement, especially when it comes to incidents involving First Nations people.
As tragic as Mr. Amo's death has been, I think everybody's sort of going to rally around this and shine a light into why this is happening and why it has happened. And that I think as we move forward, there will be a desire to bring forward that type of oversight and question these systems that are supposed to be safeguards, but obviously they're failing all over the place.
The Amo family says that they will be actively monitoring the criminal proceedings and willing to help prosecutors in any way they can. In Winnipeg, Brianne Foley, City News.